Alright, welcome back guys. This is TK from Scantifics. I'm going to show you guys how you mix the Collagen X DIY bundle. So the Collagen X consists of 3 peptides. It's 1 jar of Syn-Coll, 1 jar of GHK-Biotin, and 1 jar of GHK-Cu mixed into 1 ounce of pure hyaluronic acid from Cosmetica. Obviously the Collagen X bundle is more focused towards rebuilding collagen. It's also going to work on wrinkles, restoring that elastin, collagen, boosting that repair basically on a deeper level. So I just want to show you guys today because Syn-Coll and Matrixyl, they are very difficult to get into solution, right? Because they don't want to mix. So today I'm using a coffee froth though, and I have a glass because the Syn-Coll specifically, we want the hyaluronic acid in the glass and then mix that one first just to make sure it goes into solution. Just want to remind you all again that these are like highly pure raw peptides, unbuffered, unadulterated. So this is like the peak tip of the spear anti-aging cosmetics. So we're gonna have to improvise where we can because we want to use as few ingredients as we possibly can. So we don't want to do solubilizers, you know, glycerin or typical things that they use to get peptides into solution and keep them there. So that's why we're gonna manually mix it. So I'm gonna start with the Syn-Coll and I'm gonna show you guys how I'm doing it. Lid off, tap so we don't lose anything, open up. Then I'm gonna take the hyaluronic acid. I'm just gonna put it in the cup like so. Once I have my hyaluronic acid in here, I'm gonna do the mixer, but I can't mix and pour at the same time. But normally, okay, so I'm gonna make a little, I'm gonna pour it in. The thing with the Syn-Coll is that it just needs a little bit of motivation to get into liquid. So you just wanna make sure that you got everything, right? Which I did. There's a little bit left. I'm gonna do that after everything is nice and mixed. Now we're gonna do the other peptides, right? So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna speed this up and I'm gonna transfer this one back into the bottle. So you can see there's a little left over, right? Which I should have, you could have used something like spoon or whatever to get it unstuck. I will try to go in with some hyaluronic acid to see if I can get it. And you see it's not really stuck, it's just fluffy when I'm moving it. I'm gonna open the other ones and we're gonna repeat the process to get everything into solution. And this is a good one because GHK-Biotin, it almost always, yeah, you can see it as well. So this is not broken. This is a tripeptide obviously with biotin attached to it instead of copper like this one. This happens literally as we manufacture it and it's unavoidable with this particular peptide, right? But it's crystallized and it might take some time to dissolve. It can even take up to 24 hours, but this is not broken. This is just the peptide is transforming. And keep in mind what I said, you know, tip of the spear with these raw peptides. It can happen with Syn-Coll as well, but it doesn't typically. But anyway, it's completely fine. We will open our GHK-Cu as well. Tap the lid, make sure we don't lose anything. This has a humidity bag. And some of them is gonna have that. It just depends on the conditions on when we manufacture them. This is 300 milligrams of GHK-Cu. And now I'm basically just gonna pour the hyaluronic acid into them. So starting with this one. And you can see that the reason why we don't do the Syn-Coll and the Matrixyl in the jar is because it's so much peptide that it might start to gel up. But as you can see here, it actually seems to. So I'm gonna take my pin, right? So you can feel in the GHK-Biotin, right? It's stuck to the bottom of the jar, right? But you can get it unstuck and then you just need to wait basically. It's gonna maybe take a day, but if you have a funnel, you can easily transfer it into the bottle. Just let it be there and then it will dissolve. But anyways, what you want to do now is that now that you finished and you've done everything, go and you mix by hand. And peptides are not sensitive, guys. I mean, some are, but these ones, they can handle mixing quite fine. We're mixing with glass. This one had actually crystals on the bottom, right? So I can feel it when I'm pressing, that I'm kind of like breaking up the crystals. So completely normal, but it might take, you know, like I said, a full day for it to fully dissolve. And basically what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna speed it up and then I'm gonna transfer all of those back into the big one. And speeding it up so you guys don't need to waste your time looking at it or fast forward. That's it for today, guys. I will see you all in the next one.